What's good with you fight fans? This is Ashley's Corner. Shout out to the Lions Den boxing community. Now, I made a video about this fight a month or two ago, a couple months back, and I think this is going to be a highly entertaining fight. And this is going to be my prediction video and how I see the fight going. First off, this fight will be on Saturday. This is an early fight. I believe it takes place in London. So the card is either going to start at 2 p.m. or 3 p.m. Eastern time. I'm still doing my live at 5 p.m. I'll probably go live an hour early. I'm not sure yet. But I will be talking my boxing for the last week or two that's been happening since I missed last week because I went to the Shakur Stevenson fight. So I'll probably be calling them fights and talking about a little boxing as scheduled on Saturday. But this fight is going to be highly entertaining. I think they're going to be showing it on ESPN for anybody that want to see it. Don't miss it. This is going to be a fire fight, okay? Very highly entertaining fight. I want to get right down to it, though. Like I said, I've already made a video about this fight. And I just want to talk about how watching the Joyce versus who was it, Parker fight, and just looking at how Parker fought him and how Joyce fought him and ended up stopping him and hurting him real bad and stuff like that. I don't see this being the same. Like, Big Bang Zhang is a southpaw, first of all. He's the same size as Joyce, second. And he, in my opinion, has more power than everybody else that Joyce has fought in his professional career. Those are three things that he hasn't had in front of him in the same package in the ring against Joyce. Joyce really hasn't seen a Big Bang, even though he's older now. You know what I'm saying? If we get the same Big Bang that we've seen when he fought Philip, or whatever, however you want to pronounce his first name, this is gonna be a highly entertaining fight, and he has a very good chance of winning this fight. Big Bang Zhang does, if this is the exact same Zhang that we've seen then. He's 39 or 40 years old right now, so that is going to come into play, but hopefully not this fight. Okay. Zhang has a 78-inch reach. I had to look it up because it's not really put on his box rec. He has a 78-inch reach, and Joyce has an 80-inch reach. Philip, the guy that Zhang just fought, has an 82-inch reach. Okay. Joyce, the one he just banged up Parker. Parker has a 76 or something. Okay. So I wanted to talk about that because, like I said, it's not listed, and when it comes to Joyce, that really seems like he just sticks out a very long jab. He's very sizey, you know what I'm saying? He's a very wide guy, and it looked like guys really fight him to box him. That's really what happens. Everybody that Joyce fought, they boxed him. In my opinion, what's going to happen if that doesn't happen? If indeed Zhang goes in that fight aggressive like he said he was going to be, he said Parker fought him scared, and he's not going to. He's going to be aggressive. If he comes in that fight from round one fighting aggressive, he can hurt and possibly drop Joe, just like he hurt and dropped Philip in the first daggone round. So I believe if that happens, Joe will see a different type of fighter come out of Joe. Everybody boxes Joe. Nobody fights Joe. If Big Bang Zhang goes and just fights Joyce, instead of trying to box him, move his feet around and hit him. Nah, if you stand in front of that man the way Big Bang fight, he fights standing right in front of you. He slips punches and he counters with some hard stuff. Okay, he throws combinations. He knows how to get on the inside. And he's a southpaw. He's a smart southpaw too. He don't just throw punches and he don't know what he's doing. So, in my opinion, Joyce has less hand speed. He don't throw as many combinations, and he's not as good defense-wise when it comes to Flip Herkovich, the person that, in my opinion, Big Bang Zhang either should have got a draw or he should have beat Philip. And I understand how that might sound to people, but after that fight, if you can tell on Philip's on Herkovic's face and what he said, he was like, he gave me a good fight. That was the hardest fight, and he probably think he lost. And saying all that, man, yo, Big Bang probably got to stop him to win. You know what I mean? So, like I said, I want to say Big Bang's going to win this fight. He has all the tools to beat Joe Joyce. But if you don't stop Joe Joyce, being this fight is in London, and how they did Big Bang his last fight versus Philip, I don't see him winning in a decision. So because of that, and that reason only, I'm giving the win to Joe Joyce, but I really think Big Bang can beat dude. Like, I really think he can. If he invested that body and show that hand speed, like Joe Joyce is used to trying to stick the jab and follow dudes all around the ring, cut the ring up. Like, bruh, screw all of that. Do you know how to fight straight up, though? Mano a mano, though. I don't know about that. If Big Bang bring that to the table, man, like Joe Joyce, in my opinion, has been he's been created to be a boxer. He's not really a boxer, a fighter in the sense in that word. Like, he started his boxing career very late, you know what I'm saying? And he doesn't really have that many fights under his belt. He has good competition on his resume, but nah, like, I really think Big Bang Zhang can beat Joe Joyce. I mean, yeah, beat Joe Joyce. But I think it's going to be a tall order if he has to stop him to win. Because I really don't know if they'll give him the decision in London. I don't know if exactly Joe Joyce's hometown, but it's not Bang's country. You know what I'm saying? So, man, I don't want to say it, but I think Joe Joyce is going to win the fight because Big Bang's not going to be able to stop him. But I'm still going to watch this fight. It's still going to be highly entertaining. Let me know who you got in this fight, who you think is going to win. Are you going to watch the fight? Again, shout out to the LDBC, and I'm gone.